And also with lower maintenance gardening, you want to do your research first before you just start buying plants and sticking them in the ground. You want to know what your sun exposure is going to be, and then also your soil. Is it how wet it is? One way you can test that is we would go dig a hole about a foot wide, about a foot deep, get a gallon of water and pour it in there, and just come back, walk away and come back and kind of see how quickly that drains. If you come back, if you pour that in there and you come back the next day and there's still water sitting in there, you're going to know that soil is going to need to be conditioned or work with, because you know it's holding too much water. It's not going to properly dry out. So that's just an easy step, because if you can eliminate those issues of water issues or any of those things, you're not going to have to deal with that in the maintenance, because if you stick it in the ground, it's too wet.
Right.
You're now dealing with the maintenance issue of, am I going to have to pull this plant out and relocate it, or am I going to have to do something different? So if you can get all that information, do your research first, and know what you're dealing with, you're going to have less maintenance later on, because your plant is going to be a lot healthier and a lot happier.
Absolutely, Ben. That's a great point. Good drainage soil. We talk about it all the time on this channel. I know Matt and Tim say it on almost every video, because it is one of the most important things. Your Japanese maple is not going to thrive in a soggy, wet soil that stays that way all the time. So if you've got that spot and you're like, I want a maple there, and it stays wet and soggy all the time, that's probably not the spot you want to plant a Japanese maple in.